All right, Jim is truly the worst. And here's the update from Jim. Magic number's one. We'll be with you for the next hour. Jim hopefully will be here eventually. He says, stand by, my computer is going to blow up, Jesus. I told him, get a new effing computer or I'm getting fattened on this channel. He said, start the show. My shit isn't working. And then I said, if you don't have a new computer tomorrow at work, then don't come to work. So that's where we are right now with Jim. Hopefully he makes his way in sooner rather than later. His computer is from 2016. The Padres have a magic number of one, and Jim is using a computer from 2016. I have told him for 3 years to buy a new computer. I think I've bought two computers since he has bought one. So we're going to need to get Jim a new computer. Simple as that. So Padres sweep as we needed them to do, right? We talked about that all weekend long. They needed to sweep, and you look at where they are right now. They're a win away from the postseason. They've got more than that on their mind. They've got one of the biggest series in recent regular season history coming up at Dodger Stadium, where they still control their own destiny. 3 back with 6 to play, but they have the tiebreaker from LA. So conceivably, you win that series or you sweep that series, and all of a sudden you control everything. And it's just a massive road trip coming up with LA and Arizona after the Monday off day. So as you know, we have year-round content for Padres fans. If you would not mind subscribing, we're going to get to 7,100 subscribers tonight, whether we have Jim or not. So please subscribe. Year-round content for Padres fans. We're going to get to 7,100 subscribers with your help. I think at last check, we're 25 subscribers away. So if you wouldn't mind subscribing, whether you're here live or on replay, we are here for you in season, out of season. You're home for year-round Padres content. Smash the like button for me. You can follow us on X at John Schaefer. Forget about following Jim. Shoot, unfollow him until he gets a new computer. And also, thank you for the supers, especially as I start this show solo. I'm not going to see the chat at all. I'll get to every single super chat. I've got a separate column for that, so I'll get to every single super chat here tonight. Click the $ below the chat box. If you want to become a member, you can click the join button down below. But it's easier. It's easy to say, just sweep them. Just sweep the lowly Chicago White Sox. They're historically bad. They've lost 120 games. But Padres were tested a bit in this series. They needed to rally here today in the 8th. Luis Arraez off the bench, a massive hit to spark the comeback. Fernando Tatis Jr. adding on with insurance. Darvish striking out, surpassing the 2,000 career strikeout total. First ever Japanese-born pitcher to surpass that 2,000 strikeout threshold in Major League Baseball. Fernando Tatis Jr. postgame giving credit to Peter Seidler for what he's built here. Franchise record 3.3 million fans through Petco Park this year in 80 games, not even 81 because of the games that were played in Korea earlier this year. Or where were the games played this year? Were they in Korea? They were, right? It's been that long of a year. So just, all's well that ends well. And Darvish was outstanding, and the Padres did what they do. They rallied. And then Robert Suarez, was it a clean inning? It wasn't. It wasn't a perfect inning, but they put him back in there in the closer's role. Right now it's by committee. That'll be a big topic, I'm sure, here tonight and throughout the course of the last week. Tanner Scott yesterday with the 5-out save, getting out of that spot with a double play. Today, Robert Suarez in a 2-run game, allowing a base runner on a 2-out hit, still gets out of it unscathed, picked up the save as the Padres win at 4-2, and now the Dodgers await. Dodger Stadium, 3-game series. Dodgers salvaging that series today with the heroics from Ohtani and Betts, still susceptible. Although the Padres might have to be perfect at Dodger Stadium, I think you get 2 out of 3. You're probably asking for a lot. You'd be 2 back with 3 to play. Dodgers close at the Rockies. Padres close in Arizona. You'd have to make up 2 games. It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world, even with the way the Dodgers have played here recently. So we'll see. But I know this, that heading into this series beginning on Tuesday night at Dodger Stadium, the Padres control their own destiny and have played the Dodgers incredibly well this year. I think 7-3. Against LA this year. So let's get to some of these super chats, guys, and appreciate again the support of the channel. Jim will be here presumably at some point, even if he needs to steal a computer from someone. And let's get to 7,100 subscribers tonight. With your help, please subscribe if you are here. Jiraco, thank you, man, for getting us started here tonight. Appreciate your longtime support of the channel and the super chat. He says, hey, guys, love your show. 1-year supporter, which reminds me, by the way, tonight is the 3-year anniversary of this channel. So we got this channel started 3 years ago today. We have been doing the wrap-up show for 2 years prior. We started it in the summer of 2020 before the pandemic season. So we're concluding our 5th season, but this is the 3-year anniversary of the wrap-up show on YouTube. Maybe some of you were here day one. I don't even know if we did a live show. I think we probably just posted a video. Maybe we did a live show. I think it was September 22nd, 2021, towards the tail end of a disappointing season where we launched the wrap-up show on YouTube. And from that day on, hundreds of thousands of you have viewed it. Actually, we're well over 1 million views on this channel. And again, approaching 7,100 subscribers. So thank you guys. Give yourself a round of applause for being here, whether it's your first time or you've been here since day one or somewhere in between like Jiraco. Thank you so much. He says, let's get down to brass tacks. What's your prediction for the remaining 6 games? Well, we all know baseball. It's impossible to predict. But, you know, I think that if you would have told me heading into even the weekend that the Padres would control their own destiny heading into that Dodgers series, we all would have taken it. I mean, the Dodgers had the Rockies where they slipped up, and the Padres needed to be perfect even to put themselves in that position. If you would have told me this 6 months ago, I would have kind of laughed at the idea of it. The Dodgers offseason, the Padres offseason, the way the divisions have typically gone. You can't ask for more than this. I mean, you cannot ask for being we've said it for weeks. You've heard us say it here in the wrap-up show. If you're 3 games out with 6 to play, you're giving yourself a chance to win this division. I think it would be monumental. And you've heard me, I've downplayed divisions before, but if you can skip past a round, I know you get a 6-day layoff, but if you can skip past a round, set your rotation, immediately go from a best of 3 to a best of 5. You're only 2 series away from a World Series. I mean, are you kidding? You're going to take that in a heartbeat. It's not the end all be all. They can win getting out of the wild card, as they've done before, like in 2022. I'm going to kill Jim. All right, let's get Jim in here when he figures out how to do it. What are you on? What are you on?
I'm like stupid computer that doesn't work anymore.
Your microphone's not on.
This one? Yeah, no shit.
Get a new computer. It's from 2016. It's about to be 2025. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to rub 2 sticks together in 10 years to turn the thing on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound like shit and you look like shit.
Well, here's the problem. The ports on my computers are not working, so I can't plug anything in. My computer works, but the ports on my computers don't work. So, like, I'm literally just trying to get this stupid fucking computer to work, and it's not working. So, I don't know.
I have an idea.
What?
Get a new computer.
Okay, John, I can't do anything about the computer right now. What do you want me to do? Go to Apple Store and go buy a computer right now?
Correct.
At 9:48 at night?
No, but how long have you been complaining about this computer?
For a while, but it's worked.
Maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
It's working, 2 to 3 years.
Like, nothing is, like, I have everything plugged in, but it says it's not charging, and the camera doesn't work, and the microphone doesn't work, so I can't do anything.
Let's just do this show and pretend like your computer works, okay? Or if you don't want to do the show, roll out.
No,
go
wanted the show.
Amazon.
It's a big day.
You think their magic number's 1? They have the Dodgers coming up on Tuesday, and your computer sucks.
Yeah, my stupid fucking computer doesn't work.
Well, okay, here's what you've missed. First of all, Jim is here. All supers go to Jim's new computer. So far, we're at $10. So enjoy your new $10 computer.
Right.
What do you think? Final 6 games, first super of the night here. I mean, can they do this or not? They're going to have to sweep LA, in my opinion, to win this division. I think it's hard to win 2 of 3 and move to within 2 games and envision they're winning the division. They'd have to make up 2 games in 3. And the Dodgers would have the Rockies. So, I mean, can they sweep the Dodgers is basically the question.
Hold on. So we said that this is so fucking dumb.
You could use your phone, right?
No, this is the best I can do right now.
Does Aaron have a computer?
She does, but she doesn't have like the setups for the computer.
If I have a heart attack, it's because of you. Just remember that.
Listen, here's the thing. I'm going if my computer doesn't eventually start working tonight, like I'm going to get a computer tomorrow morning. I have to. I can't do the show.
Yeah, you don't need a computer.
Like I need to do shows and have a computer for fucking work.
You can write it off.
I think I will have to write it off.
Yeah.
My computer's not working.
Is that Aaron? Get Aaron in here.
Well, I mean it's working.
That's what I said, Aaron.
The ports aren't working. We're on live, so don't. But
Do you want my computer?
Yes.
Okay. It's not that hard.
Thank you. We're dealing with the same thing, me and Aaron.
But does your computer have lightning ports? Does your computer have lightning ports, or does it have the USB-C drive? Let me see your computer. This is a train wreck.
You're a train wreck, dude.
No, see, look, okay. Yes, I can't use this because see the little thing right here. See this? I need to plug it in the computer. USB-C.
I don't know what you're saying.
No,
Nobody does.
The USB-C for my things it's not going to work.
Do you have a converter? Do you have the adapter?
No, I don't have the adapter.
I have an adapter.
Yeah.
Well, you might just want to use a computer because it's probably better.
And it's working.
True, it's working. Thank you, Aaron.
She said thanks.
What'd you say?
She said welcome.
Who wants to murder you more? Me, Aaron, or the chat?
Dude. Okay, so
let's talk about this.
Is this the worst show we've ever done?
No, we've done some awful shows.
This is up there. Thank God it's not clinch night. Thank God it's not like the Game 7 of the World Series they just won.
Yeah, that's why you need a new computer. All right. Get your brain wrapped around the idea that we're doing a show talking about the Padres. They swept the White Sox. They're 3 games back of the Dodgers. Can they sweep the Dodgers this week? How likely is that at Dodger Stadium? 1 in 10, 1 in 2, 1 in 5?
I said, you get to Tuesday at Dodger Stadium, 3 games back or less, game on. And that's how I feel. I mean, fucking Rockies couldn't help the Padres today. Good job, bud.
But they kind of did this weekend, didn't they?
A little bit, but still, they had a golden opportunity, and they just threw up meatballs to Ohtani and Mookie. Jeez, dude. And you now have a chance. I mean, you control your own destiny, and that you can't ask for anything more than that, truthfully. You know, would you like to be just 2 games back instead of 3 back? Like, of course. Would you like to be tied? Of course. But
you can't ask for more than this, dude.
You can't ask for more than controlling your own destiny heading into the final 6 games of the year. And that's where we're at right now for this Padres team, which is the best Padres team since 1998, full stop. And they control their own destiny.
Like, listen to this real quick. Games back for the Padres in a full season. This year, 3. Last year, 18. The year before, 2022, when they went to the NLCS, they were 22 games out. 2021, they finished 28 games out. 2019, before the pandemic, 36 games out. 25 and a half, 33, 23, 18, 17, 16, 18, 23. The last time they finished less than 16 games out in a full season, 2010. Their last 90-win season, they finished 2 games out.
Right.
Like, this is basically unprecedented stuff in the last generation of Padres baseball, 15 years that they're in it.
Oh, this is, since 2010, easily, like, the first time that you've had hope that they could win a division. I mean, it's still going to be extremely tough. Like, you got to basically sweep the Dodgers, and you got to basically win out. Like, essentially,
maybe
5
probably
and 6.
5 and 1.
You got to essentially win 5 of 6, right? Because then if you win 5 of 6, you're in. 4 of 6, if you sweep the Dodgers, yeah. But I mean, they play the Rockies the final 3 games of the season, so who knows there. It is on the road though, so that's nice. I
If they
think
go 6-6, they're gonna have the best record in the National League.
Yeah,
Because the best record in the National League right now is LA.
yeah. No, you're right. They are. I mean, they have 90 wins. The Dodgers have 90 plus wins, and the Phillies have 90 plus wins.
Phillies have 92. The Dodgers have 93.
Right. Those are the three teams with 90 wins in the National League, and one of them's going to be a wild card. So I just think that, they did what they did. They did what they needed to do this weekend. They swept the White Sox, which was good. Today it felt like they were just sleepwalking through that game until they're like, okay, we're going to go win the game now, which was nice. And put themselves in a position that most likely, now tell me, I don't know the whole magic numbers, but like no matter what, they're going to clinch on Tuesday. Is that right?
No, because then their magic number would be 0. Well, if they lose,
because the Mets and the Braves play.
Yeah, but they need losses from both, according to AJ Cassavell.
Still?
Yes, I know it doesn't make sense, but hold on. It's because because if the Padres don't win another game, they have 90 wins. The Braves still have 6 games left, which means they can win 91 games.
Okay.
And the Mets still have 6 games left, which means they could still win 93 games.
Okay.
Point being,
you need to win 2 games?
No, they need to win 1 to get to 91, which puts that out of reach for Atlanta in the tiebreaker.
And then, okay.
That's it. Or if they don't win,
Atlanta needs to lose. This is so confusing.
Just
go and win on Tuesday and you clinch, right?
Yes. If they win on Tuesday, they clinch. Let's get to some of these supers. If they win on Tuesday.
So the outcome of the Mets-Braves game beforehand means nothing. As far as
AJ Cassavell, no.
Okay.
I mean, it means something because it gets you closer on Wednesday because one of those 2 teams is going to lose.
Okay.
Padres Payne, thank you for the super chat. He says 2,000 strikeouts for you. Mentioned this before Jim's computer died. Just got back from a trip to Japan. It was awesome to see his jersey and a bunch of Padres hats in Tokyo and Osaka. They love him. Ohtani's like a god, though, as you could imagine. Yeah, I absolutely can. Ohtani's on some ridiculous tear, but it's nice to see you Darvish pitch the way he did today. Jim, 6 1/3 innings was his longest since returning from the restricted list. And again, he kept the Padres in the game. They were trailing when he left, but he kept the Padres in the game. He's pitched relatively well since returning, and that is a pretty cool career accomplishment as well. 2,000 strikeouts, first ever Japanese-born pitcher to do it.
And the pitching staff has been pitching great. Darvish, again, today pitched really well. They're going into the home stretch here with their entire pitching staff on a heater. Like, they're all pitching fantastic. Now, if you want to say they played against the White Sox, okay, that's fine. But it was before the White Sox where they were also pitching well too. Against the Giants, Mariners, start of the month, that they've all been pitching great. Martin Perez, Dylan Cease has returned to form. Joe Musgrove has been dominant since he's returned. After the first 2 starts, Darvish, it looks like Darvish again. Michael King has been super consistent for this team. They've all looked really good, and Darvish is pitching his way, into the postseason rotation, and that's the best thing you could possibly have happen if you're the Padres, because you're going to need Darvish, and you want Darvish, truthfully. Like, you want him to be pitching well for you.
I think it's a good segue to this from Dose Mafia. Thank you for the super chat. Guys, if you're here, please subscribe. Over 500 of you are here live. We're going to get to 7,100 subscribers tonight with your help. Please subscribe. We're 23 subscribers away from 7,100. Dose Mafia, thank you for the super. If you want to contribute, support the channel, click the $ below the chat box. If you want to see your question on screen, if you want to control the direction of the conversation, click the $ below the chat box. He says Darvish or King is 3rd wildcard starter. So I saw the tweet from Marty Caswell last night where she caught up with Michael King, and the quote from King is, honestly, if we win the series, it doesn't matter to me. It's a good problem to have. And then she prefaces it by saying, could Michael King's role change in the postseason? So I think it's being set up for that. I think you think the same way because we've looked at the rotation, the way they've positioned it out, the Padres have, and it appears as if Michael King might be their quote unquote fourth starter in a 3-game series. So we'll see. That's not official, but it does appear to be that way, right? With Darvish and Musgrove and Cease and potentially King not getting a start in that series.
Yeah, I think that whatever they do, I'll be on board with, truthfully. Like, it doesn't feel like they could go in a wrong direction. Like, what would be something that you'd be like, I don't like that?
Great point.
Like whatever they do, I think we're all going to feel pretty confident with, unless they like start Martin Perez game 1. That's not happening.
That's not gonna happen.
It's not happening. So, and truthfully, I don't even know if Martin Perez would he make the postseason roster? I don't think he would.
I don't think he would make a wild card roster because of it being a 3-game series and a longer series, maybe to have an extra long man. But I don't think you'd need an extra long man in a 3-game series with Michael King and Brian Hoeing.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't even know if he make a DS roster either. Truthfully.
Maybe not. He might not.
Maybe a CS, but
maybe.
But even then, he won't be pitched. He will not have pitched in like 2 weeks. So it's like
exactly.
I don't know. But other than that, which is not happening, I feel confident with whatever they decide. If they wanted to go Joe game 1, if that lined up the right way, like I don't think anybody's gonna be sitting here being like, I don't think Joe's good game 1. Like same thing with Darvish, same thing with Cease, maybe King a little bit. They'd be kind of like, wait, what? But I mean, he's pitching great for you, so how could you truly complain? Like whatever they do as far as the rotation goes in the wild card round next week, or hell, if they happen to pull off the miracle here and win the division and have a week off, like I just feel good about whatever they do.
I agree with you. I mean, again, I don't know how often they've swept the 3-game series at Dodger Stadium, but then again, I don't know how often they've been 3 back with 6 to play and playing this kind of baseball with the best record in the major league since the All-Star break. I mean, it's not that they're taking out like a wounded animal. They're not. The Dodgers have been good enough. They've definitely been good enough. In the second half, the Padres have been better, and the Padres have beaten the Dodgers head-to-head. Asking for a sweep is asking for a lot, but why not? I mean, why not now from the Padres starting on Tuesday night at Dodger Stadium? ZDFL, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate you. He says if the Padres went out, oh, Lord, this is like the worst show ever. Bless you. If Padres win out, Jim buys a PC. No, if the Padres lose out, Jim buys a PC. If the Padres anything, Jim buys a PC.
If the Padres don't play a baseball game tomorrow, Jim buys a PC.
And they don't.
I think I can trade mine in. I'll get like
it's
$2
worth $4.
Right, correct. It's worth like $3. But
I
you're right.
can't wait. And tell me how much. By the way, I killed a cricket.
Oh, congratulations!
Key break, but there's a dead cricket over there, and I haven't cleaned them up. But I saw him moving, and I like freaked out, and I picked up a roll of paper towels, and boom.
Okay, cool.
I just wanted to let you know.
Yeah.
Johnny, appreciate you, man. He says, JS, drink filtered water, be a man. I'm actually drinking hop water tonight.
Nice. I'm drinking
very
Mountain
good.
West Conference rip water tonight.
Mountain West Conference rip water. Need some Pac-12 water over there. Jared, did I miss your super? Where the hell is it?
There's a lot going on, Jared. A lot going on.
Well, it must have been from before the show.
John has a dead cricket in the corner of his house.
Hold on. I can go back to before the show started because it's not showing up. Jared, tell me what it is. Just put it in the chat right now, and I'll pull it up right this second. Here it is. Padres are on the table. I mean, it's not impossible. It's unlikely. It's not impossible to win 6 straight. I mean, how many have they won in a row right now?
3, 4 straight. 4 straight.
Okay, that would be a 10-game winning streak into the postseason and a 1 seed.
It'd be one thing if they close their season with like the White Sox and the A's, but they closed the season with 2 legitimate playoff teams. One at the end of the year who has the best offense in baseball, and 2, the 3-game series you start on Tuesday is against the Dodgers and Shohei Ohtani that seemingly he starts hitting home runs every single at bat now.
Right, he's on a historic run, no doubt.
I mean, he gets a graphic for anything he does in baseball. So, like, have you noticed that?
Well, I mean, he is on like his historic run.
That's fine. I mean, a graphic for everything. Like, give me a break.
They love their graphics, dude.
Jesus.
There's so many stupid. Yeah, there's just so many tweets about Ohtani right now. I can't even keep track of it. Truthfully,
It's all Major League Baseball is doing is tweeting about Ohtani
I know.
and posting about Ohtani. And there's just so much Ohtani. You're like, just give me a break. Did you see what I retweeted today? I saw this. It was from so Judge hit his 55th home run today.
Right.
And they basically just like put out a video and they said, "Oh, Judge hit his 55th," and then Ohtani hits his 53rd, and they're like, "He's out of this world!" And it's like a graphic from like Ohtani in outer space, like overlooking the Earth, and it's like the like blue electricity all over his body.
They got like a whole Ohtani department right now.
I know. Yes.
Whatever.
Who cares?
Keep paying attention to Shohei Ohtani. Hopefully the Padres sweep the Dodgers. I don't care what Ohtani does this week if the Padres sweep the Dodgers. I really
You
don't.
can go 10 for 10 as long as the Padres win every game.
Exactly. JD Gotcha, appreciate you, man. Sorry about that, by the way, Jared. We'll get to every single super chat. You know us. Apologies. JD Gotcha, thank you. He says, 1 loss away from history. Can the White Sox do it? They will lose another game. I have no clue who they play. They could be playing me and Jim. They could be playing the Iron Pigs. They're gonna lose a game. Trust me.
I don't know if my computer was like a person and they played the White Sox would win.
True. Do I even care who they close with? I don't, but I can look it up. I mean, it's someone better than them.
That would be like the Yankees and like the Astros or something.
It's Angels at home, and then at Detroit where they're going to get swept.
Detroit, oh my God, what a lucky break for Detroit,
dude.
They're about to make the postseason.
I know they're playing great.
Incredible.
Slot Nate Easy, thank you for the super chat. Guys, appreciate it. Please subscribe if you're here. You're on content for Padres fans. Let's get to 7,100 subscribers tonight. We are, 22 away. So please subscribe. You're on content for Padres fans. Slot Nate Easy says, and I saw this as well, Fangraph says the Padres at 100% to make the playoffs. That's because they are.
They're making a postseason. They just are, because the odds of them losing 6 straight are.
And the other team's winning every game they need to win.
Yeah. It would need to be a miracle for them to not make the postseason.
Correct. It would, yeah, no doubt. They're in the postseason. I don't care what the magic number is. They're in the postseason.
They're in.
Bro Duke, thank you. And by the way, there's a very high likelihood, though, to Jim's point, not a guarantee. There's a very high likelihood they celebrate Tuesday night at Dodger Stadium. And if it's not Tuesday, it's Wednesday. If it's not Wednesday, it's Thursday. They're likely celebrating at Dodger Stadium. Bro Duke, thank you. He says, if Dodgers throw at Tatis, will we throw it Shohei? I mean, nobody's throwing at anyone, I wouldn't think. You've got a week to go in the season, and these teams could play each other in the postseason, and everyone's got a lot to play for. Why is anyone throwing at anyone?
What's really cool about these final 3 games in the regular season versus the Dodgers is, in the past, like, the Dodgers weren't playing for anything this late in the season.
Right.
They would have locked things up early September, mid-September. They're just kind of going through the motions and getting ready for the postseason and lining things up. If they don't play well this series, I mean, they're going into this 3-game set saying we need to play some good baseball and we need to finish this so nothing like wonky happens here, which is like really cool.
It is. I agree. E-Racing with Dale, appreciate you, man. Thank you for the membership. Thank you for the super chat. He says, so proud of this team this year. It's been a great season. We have work to do in the playoffs. Just have to be thankful for this season. That's kind of been my sentiment on the year. It's like, I don't know what's going to happen in the postseason. It could be incredible. It could be something we've never seen, or it might be disappointing. But I don't think it takes away from the way people have consumed this or enjoyed this. I mean, 3.3 million fans is incredible. Oh, incredible. 80 game. I mean, it's truly incredible. Average of 40. I don't know what that is. 43,000 per game for 80 games, something like that. It's been an amazing year. I hope they take advantage of it in the postseason. Unfortunately, we can't guarantee it, but it's been an amazing year.
I was thinking about this the other day. Like, whatever happens, I mean, if this team loses in the wild card round next week, or they win the freaking World Series, right? It could be the greatest thing ever in this town. What has happened the last 2 months, I just hope Padres fans have enjoyed it.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
Because, like, this hasn't happened in how long? You know,
I mean, it is 20-something years that they played like this in a regular season.
in a regular season. I mean, if you want to go back to 2010, but like they weren't playing like this. They didn't have this type of team. You know, they were built on pitching and defense back in 2010. That team struggled to score. I mean, they at times, I remember last series of the one of the last couple series of the year versus the Chicago Cubs here at Petco. They couldn't score. It was really bad, and that series ended up, I think, costing them maybe the division because they went to San Francisco and they control their own destiny as well. But then they lost, I think, 2 or 3 to the Giants, and
Well, they still control their own destiny going into the final day of the regular season, right?
they did because I think they won that Saturday night
And then lost Sunday.
They lost Sunday, but my point was like they squandered opportunities to make it easier on themselves because they just couldn't score runs. I mean, the team was just look at the numbers. Besides
yeah, and again, like
it was like who on this team is going to do anything?
And the pre-ballpark configuration, Padres, like no Padres team ever scored at Petco until like the last 5 years.
Right.
It's move the fences, move the fences, move the fences. Eventually, and then you sign free agents, get Xander Bogaerts, get Manny Machado. You know, you get the point. Jackson Merrill, Fernando Tatis Jr. You put together a team that's capable of scoring runs like they have right now. This is one of their best offenses in franchise history. We've talked about this. This arguably is their second best offense outside of 1998. John, appreciate you, man. John Fields, thank you for the super. He says, he's explaining the magic number to us. Thank you.
Oh,
it's games remaining, +1, minus losses by second place team, minus losses by first place team. Padres number is 1 to clinch, 6 for the division. Yes, they can clinch the division by winning out. If they go 6-0, they will win the division. If they win one additional game, they are in the postseason. They don't necessarily need to win one additional game based on what the Braves and the Mets do, which goes back to they're 100% in the postseason. But thank you, John.
Yeah, they're in for sure.
Eclipse Freak 7, thank you for the super chat. Here's for Jim's new computer. All right.
Thanks.
Thank you. You can upgrade now. You can get the extra RAM.
I can.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be fun.
Thank you, Eclipse Freak. Can't wait to tell you all about Jim's new computer tomorrow. Paul Stone, thank you, man, for the super chat. That should take up about 3 hours of your day tomorrow. Paul Stone says the most crucial of our 4 trade deadline pickups has to be Perez. We'd never have gone on this run without Mazur, Vasquez killing momentum every 5 days. Oh, yeah, Adam Mazur. I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Perez has been awesome.
I mean, at the time of the pickup, you're like, huh? Like the 3 relievers they got, you're like, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Scott, Hoeing. I think Hoeing had some potential when they got him. You're like, it's good numbers.
Yeah.
And the Martin Perez one was like, well, they need a 5th starter or whatever, you know. And he has reverted back to his all-star form. He has been incredible for this team because that slot that he took over was
bad.
The Vasquez, and then does anybody know what happened to Matt Waldron? By the way, is he?
I think he's in AAA, right?
Is he just like existing somewhere?
Well, the season's over. AAA season's over.
But Waldron started pitching bad, and then they had Vasquez there, and then the major couple starts. Like they needed somebody to take over that 5th spot, and he's been great.
No doubt. ZDFL, thank you again. Lord help us. By the way, we haven't even mentioned Nicky. Nick Ahmed is here, and they signed him in August, so he's eligible for the postseason roster, and he'll be on it. ZDFL says, I got a feeling Merrill is going to become a demon in the playoffs, and so is Lockridge. Are we going to see a postseason roster with Nicky and Lockridge reunited?
Well, it's nice that Nicky's up. What? Something happened?
Yeah, my house is kind of shaking. What the hell?
Earthquake?
I think it's a train. It's It's like a train and an earthquake.
Okay.
Is this an earthquake? I don't think so.
Delmar Quake.
My globe's still spinning.
What did that have to do with anything? By the way, you know it's gonna be
Delmar earthquake.
you know it's gonna be like awesome. You know it's gonna be awesome, John.
Not what?
Is that because I can't charge my computer right now? My computer's
Yeah.
gonna die here pretty soon.
Well, that's great because Erin offered you her computer, and it does the same thing as your computer currently, which is not plug anything in, and you can just talk on it.
Oh.
I think the earthquake's over, aka the train.
Okay.
Johnny, appreciate you. We need to tell you about our title sponsor, Mark Nimitz, in a moment, and we will. I completely agree with this. They could put out the press release tonight if they wanted. Schilt deserves an extension for 90 wins. He deserves an extension. Simple as that.
Both of them.
Right?
Both of them do. I mean, Schilt.
Both of who? Both of who? Both of who?
Schilt and Preller.
What are you talking about? He signed through 2026. You want to extend him?
Maybe for a year. I don't know.
I'm surprised you're saying that. Do you want to give him?
I know. Hey, look. I mean, you can change your opinions on things, and I've changed my opinion on Preller. As far as this year goes,
Then you want to give him 3 years?
I take it back. You're right. Let's hold off on that. 2026.
2025 is over.
Yeah. Maybe do it back-to-back seasons instead of a roller, like up and down and up and down. Like let's have some consistency. Yeah. I think there's a real chance of that. But Schilt, absolutely, you're giving him an extension and you're lining him up with Preller for sure. And he's done a fantastic job with his team. I've had problems with Schilt only with just post-game stuff, truthfully.
That's not a real problem.
It's not even a real problem. It's just it's like my own issue.
Yeah.
And take that away, his managing style and that clubhouse is keeping the clubhouse together and all that stuff. He's been fantastic. He should be in the running for manager of the year. I don't think he'll get it. Well, yeah, I don't know if he'll get it. But to me, he should be top 3 in NL manager of the year. And then AJ Preller has to win executive of the year. There's no doubt about that in my mind. I would be actually like upset if he didn't win it, because there's no other team in baseball that has done what AJ Preller has done the last year. And to his credit, he has come out on the top of all the moves he's made. And
he's had an amazing year. He should be executive of the year. I'll argue for that. I'd probably wait off an extension because the way pro sports are, when you have 2 years after a year, he's got enough time that I don't think they would need to do it. Yeah. But he's had an amazing year, and he should be executive of the year, and hopefully he can do it again in 2025. We're going to get back to the Supers in a moment. We do want to remind you about our title sponsor. I mentioned earlier, Jim, while you were punching your computer, and you don't even realize this, or maybe you do, because I actually texted you earlier today. Tonight is the 3-year anniversary of the launch of the wrap-up show on YouTube. Those first videos
are
hilarious.
Fitting night. Very fitting.
Fitting night, because that was a shit show, and this is a shit show. If you watch some of those initial videos, there is nothing more pathetic than those videos from 3 years ago. So go find. I mean, those things were horseshit. Am I wrong?
Like this? This is horseshit. Well,
this is horseshit, but they were really bad. Go find them. But 3-year anniversary of the wrap-up show, and we launched, I think, with Mark Nimitz within like a week of launching. I think Mark was on board. He's our title sponsor of the wrap-up show. If you have an insurance need, we've told you for years, he's your guy. How do we know it? Because we have insurance with him. I've got homeowners and life and earthquake. Fitting after the train quake I just had here. But he can save you money in your insurance, $750 or more. In addition to that, he's a great insurance agent. If you ever need him, he is there for you. I needed him in 2022. We had a flood in here. He took care of everything, saved us so much time, so much money. He does auto, he does home, he does renters, he does life. Here's the other thing. He's a lifelong Padres fan. He's a native San Diegan. So if you're looking for a free quote online, click the link in the description down below or call Mark Nimitz. But again, great service and communication, supporter of the channel since truly day one of the channel. And tonight is our 3-year anniversary on YouTube. So if you support the channel, if you're looking for a way to save money in your insurance, get in contact with Mark Nimitz at Farmers.
I need to get insurance for my computer, my new one.
Yeah, you do.
Mark doesn't do that, but he can help you with everything else. All his information is on the ticker below, mnimitz@farmersagent.com. When you reach out to Mark, let him know that John and Jim from the Wrap Up Show sent you.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you, my friend.
I really don't want to spend $2,000 tomorrow.
They're not $2,000 because the one I got was like 1,500.
Okay, wow, 1,500. That's a 1,500 or $2,000.
Here's the thing: you could probably get. I kid you not. You could probably get in. You need a Mac. You're not getting a PC. Don't kid yourself. Let me go to Apple.com. I know it's a little bit of a detour.
I was going to say something on Preller.
Do it.
I think. Oh, I know. Like, while he's had a great year, and he was under a lot of pressure because this was a make or break year for Preller. I mean, after the shit show of last year and firing and getting rid of another manager and everything that's happened in his tenure, this was his final shot. Like this was it. He had one shot. And if they didn't perform this year, if his moves did not work out, then it's probably bye-bye Preller. And it should be bye-bye Preller if that were to happen. But to his credit, he has, well, I mean, you need a little bit of luck too. It's not just like him doing it, like the players need to perform, but the moves that he's made have all worked out. So with that, you got to give him the utmost credit that you possibly can. And he saved his job. Like he saved his ass, because if he didn't make these moves, if these moves didn't work out for him, we're sitting here. If the Padres don't make the postseason this year, or if they make it like 82-80, or that would not have happened. We know that now. But, this was a make or break year. And I don't care what anybody says. This was a make or break year. If they did not perform, Preller's gone, and there's no way they were giving Schilt an extension off of the year that they don't make the postseason. So credit to them both, and it's credit to Preller for sure for performing under a lot of, stress, I'm sure, this season. And he might not say it, but his job is on the line.
In all seriousness, dude, you can get my whatever MacBook Air. You can get a MacBook Air for $999 with the old chip, or you can get a MacBook Air with the new chip for $1099. That's like the starting price.
But how many USB-C ports does it have?
It's like mine. I think it's 2.
I need 4, bro.
4? What are you talking about? 4? You're gonna have to go build a computer. You're gonna have to go create one. That doesn't even exist. Buy the thing.
My computer has 4.
Your computer's from 2016.
Well, they had 4 in 2016.
Well, go into the store and ask them if you can get 4, and they're going to laugh in your face. Or they're going to say, here, give us $5,000. Or just buy the adapter where 2 becomes 4 or 1 becomes 3 or whatever you need. James, thank you for the super chat. He says, Campy turned our AAA team into – now you're going to apple.com.
I'm trying to still see if I can something clicks something. I don't know.
Campy turned our AAA team into something else. Do you know what's been going on in AAA, Jim?
Is Campy going off? I saw a tweet about him doing something crazy, right?
I don't know about that, but they had won 10 consecutive games, which was the second longest winning streak in franchise history. They're still 18 games under 500. I think their season's over.
Oh, it must be nice.
But they finished 64-86 with a 10-game winning streak.
Wow.
So good job, Campy.
It's all because of Campy.
Yeah. Every so often, thank you for the super chat. He says, Hoeing going to pop off jersey in cart. I need a
Brian Hoeing jersey.
Yes, you do.
That's like a deep cut right there. I need a Brian Hoeing jersey.
Very deep.
That's what she said.
Gary, what's going on, man? Appreciate you. Longtime supporter of our work, by the way, Jim. Gary, appreciate you, my friend. He says, Ruben Niebla and Victor Rodriguez deserve raises. 100%.
Yes.
100%. I mean, they both, I don't know if they're year to year. I don't know if Niebla is. I'm sure Victor Rodriguez was. I give them 2 years. I think off this, give them the raise and keep them around for the length of Mike Schultz's contract. And Mike Schultz going to get a second year after this. So I think Ruben Niebla and Victor Rodriguez deserve getting that additional year.
Even the move that AJ Preller made to hire Victor Rodriguez.
Yep.
I still can't believe that Ryan fucking Flaherty was the like hitting instructor or coordinator or offensive coordinator or whatever the hell they were calling him. Ryan Flaherty. And they dodged a massive bullet because there were a lot of reports about how Preller wanted Flaherty. And thank God they didn't go Flaherty because that would have been a disaster.
What?
You didn't say anything.
Was that the end of your comment?
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Richard, appreciate you. Thank you, Gary. It's a great point. It's spot on. They both deserve raises. They both probably should get not just 2025, but 2026. And Mike Schiltz getting 2025 and 2026. Richard, appreciate you, man. He says, not since 97, LA and San Diego will play a huge series. The NL MVP and the NL Rookie of the Year with the star power on both sides is epic. So let's enjoy it. And no, there's no doubt. I mean, this is one of the, we said it to start the show, this is one of the biggest regular season series the Padres have played in a long time. And it's coming up Tuesday night at Dodger Stadium. So it's basically Tuesday's a must win for the Padres to win the division.
Right.
You know, it's not a must win to get in the postseason, but Tuesday's a must win to get into to win the division.
Right. Yeah. You can't lose Tuesday and think that you can still win the division because you're 4 back with 5 to play. Not going to happen.
Not happening.
Like, truthfully, the only way that I'll feel that like, holy shit, they have a shot is if they sweep.
Yeah, me too.
Like, that's the only outcome that will need to happen this week against the Dodgers for I think a lot of people, everybody mostly, to be like, oh my God, could they actually do this? Until that happens, yeah, but they gave themselves a shot. They gave themselves an opportunity. The opportunity is in front of them. That's all you could ask for. So let's see what they can do.
Steve, I appreciate you, man. He says, Jim, computer fun. Martin Perez equals Sterling Hitchcock.
My
Padres love.
My computer's at 29% battery life.
Perfect. Let's wake up Aaron. Go in there yelling.
No, I already did enough of that today with the stupid Niners game.
Tell me what happened. Did they win or lose? I didn't see the game.
I literally don't want to talk about it.
You brought it up.
But
you can't lose to the Rams in front of 70,000 Niner fans.
Tell me something I don't know.
Okay. The human head weighs 8 pounds. I don't know. Arthur, thank you. He says, get an adapter that has multiple USB ports.
Yeah, I know, Arthur. I can get that, but it's like, all right.
Just go to the store. They know everything.
Okay.
They're probably gonna recognize you. Be like, oh, you're the wrap-up show guy? Here, take whatever.
Oh, your computer fucking sucks? Awesome.
You can have a new one with a credit card. JD Gotcha, appreciate you, man. He says, let's switch up the announcers for the series. No, this is not a good idea.
No.
This is not a good idea, dude.
No.
Pair Joe Davis with Mud, Arcilla with Eric Karros or Hershiser, who says, no, we do.
Yeah,
No. Every so often, thank you. He says, if the playoffs hype video has anything with Seidler or has his favorite music, everyone is going to be in tears. The 2022 Hoffman LFGSD vid was hype. It was hype. You saw, obviously, today, I talked about it, I think, before you started or came on the show, that Tatis basically credited Peter Seidler for what's been created here.
Yeah.
The 3.3 million fans, and, playing for him throughout the course of this season. It's amazing they've put this year together following his untimely passing this offseason. It's kind of incredible that this has all happened this way.
Yeah, I mean, I said it a couple weeks ago, like, obviously everyone would want and prefer Peter to be around and still be here, but this is it's like a storybook type of thing where the beloved owner isn't with us and the team goes out and wins a World Series in his name, in his honor. And I mean, you can can you visualize the Padres holding up the World Series trophy at the end of October and saying, we did it, Peter, this one's for you. Like that just gives you chills when you think about it. That gives you literal chills, and it's not far off to say that they have an amazing opportunity to do that. Amazing opportunity, and I would put them up there with some really good odds that they can accomplish it.
I agree with you. Yeah, it would be unbelievable. Truly storybook movie type stuff. And definitely in front of them, and definitely not impossible based on what we've seen here in the second half of the year, where they've been as good as anyone. And they just win series consistently. They don't lose series. So I don't care if it's a 3-game or a 5-gamer. They just consistently win series, which is the name of the game this time of year. Matt, appreciate you, man. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the membership. He says Tuesday's Padres-Dodgers game will be on the last Tuesday Night Baseball on TBS for the season. I bet it's going to get huge ratings. I think it will do very well for a regular season game. I would agree with that. It's a Tuesday. You have franchises like the Dodgers with Shohei Ohtani and the Padres the way they're playing. I think that will do well. But we can watch it on Padres.tv too, right?
What?
The TBS games?
Yeah. TBS is.
It's just the Apple ones that we don't have access to.
Right. Yeah. And is Don going to be doing TBS games or no?
I thought he tweeted something saying that's my last time not doing a Padres game this year about a week or so ago.
Okay.
So I think it's Don Orsillo on Padres.tv, but that's a good point, Matt, that nationally that's a good game to be carrying it. There's a lot in this game and in this series, specifically Tuesday night. There's a lot for Michael King. Michael King starting Tuesday night for the Padres. Ballpark Pretzel says, let's grow some Peter stashes once we clinch in LA. I don't know if you really want to see me with a mustache. And Jim's had a mustache since like 1989.
I've had a beard since 1989, not a mustache.
When's the last time you didn't have a beard?
Like my junior year of high school, maybe senior year. I don't know.
You didn't shave it at any point as an adult?
Well, no, I have not shaved my beard in well over a decade.
How do you like shave it?
With like
how do you keep it the same like length?
Like I get it. I have a razor and I have beard clippers, and I just go over it to make sure it's one length. And then when I go to my barber, he like does it for me.
Oh, your barber does it for you. I've never had a beard in my life because I don't even think I can grow one.
Right. I mean, you can grow one. It just.
I mean, I can.
Wouldn't look great.
It wouldn't look right. You know, you asshole. That's hilarious.
Just saying, bro.
All right, let's talk about Mova Globes. Guys,
Mova Globes.
I think Michael had the stats for us. Michael at Mova Globes had the stats for us. Like, since they signed on board, the Padres are among the best teams in baseball. That's because they've been among the best teams in baseball really since May 1st. I think since May 1st, the Padres might have the best record actually in the sport. If you want these, you can pick them up and use promo code PWS10, PWS10. Click the link in the description down below. Get 10% off. All 30 teams are officially licensed. Look at these. They spin automatically with artificial or natural light. Look at that. That's right on your screen right now. Really terrific products. Great for a home office or a work office. Your kids are going to love them. My wife thinks it's terrific. We've got other globes in addition to Major League Baseball globes as well. So you click that link in the description down below. They spin automatically, artificial or natural light. Amazing products. By the way, this company is based in San Diego, and this technology was founded in Cardiff by the Sea, right here in North County. So if you're a Padres fan, pick one up. If you're a baseball fan, pick one up because, Jim, they've got all 30 of these. Just make sure to use promo code PWS10.
Yeah, PWS10 promo code. You can get it for a friend. You can get it for a family member. They're a great present, great gift. Put it on your shelf in an office. Put it on your desk at a work office or at a home office.
What do you mean rolling? Because I'm spinning it.
Okay. Anyway, pick up a Mova Globe today. PWS10 is our promo code. Link in the description below. They have everything you need. Padres Mova Globes, Earth Mova Globes, Space. Get it right now. PWS10.
Oh, and they said, oh, I see. It's a spin. Yeah, that's like what it does for a living.
Right.
spins.
Yeah, it just spins.
It's like his job. It's like a DH hits, like a
Yeah.
Mova Globe spins.
Let's just do the show until my computer just shits itself.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
What percent are you at?
I'm at 15%.
Oh, perfect.
This thing is like draining.
That's because your computer sucks.
John, I know.
What's worse, your computer or the Niners?
That's a great question. I'm gonna go.
Can I ask a serious question? I'm being dead serious. The only reason I knew that they were in trouble is your tweets of like people jumping off bridges and like people dying, because it was 14-0 right away Niners, and I figured the game was over. I didn't watch 1 second. I couldn't tell you if the Niners wore red jerseys, green jerseys, yellow jerseys, if their quarterback Brock Purdy threw 1 pass or 1,000, if he broke his ankle or if his arm fell off.
Okay.
So what happened?
Well, I tweeted out a GIF of Bill Murray in Groundhog's Day when he is trying to kill himself, but he can't. That's how I feel when I watch this stupid fucking Niner team play. They blew a lead in the fourth quarter,
but they had the ball, according to my app, with 1:43 to play near midfield in a 24-all game, and then they lost 27-24. Was that in regulation?
Yes, and so they had the ball, like you said, with a minute 40-something left or whatever. Purdy throws a deep shot, perfect pass.
Okay.
The receiver, Ronnie Bell, Michigan man, hands of cement. He's already dropped 1 pass early in the game and had a penalty for holding. He goes up, 2 hands on the ball, and it like bounces off his chest and falls on the ground. And then that was second down. They don't pick up the third down. They punt away. They're idiots. They didn't run the football once to have the clock bleed down to go to overtime. And then they punt the ball away. The Rams return it for a 37-yard punt return. And then the first pass of Stafford, he throws it up down the sideline. Niners get called for a PI. And then the Rams walk it off. And well, the Rams don't walk it off. They kick a field goal with a couple seconds left. And then Purdy gets the ball, throws over the middle. Ronnie Bell actually catches it this time. And they do like 75 laterals. And the game's over.
So they lost.
Yeah, I'm done. I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to talk about that team.
All
They're
right.
not relevant because they're fucking trash.
JD Gotcha, don't joke about this. He says, can't wait for the new parody songs this October. You don't think we're going to get it? That's what's in, do you?
I am praying. Anybody out there thinking of doing any type of song, don't do it. Like, just don't. If you have an idea, don't do it. Don't. If you want to make a video of
turn your cameras off.
Of anything, just don't do it. Literally, shut the fuck up until the postseason's over. And then when it's over, if they win the World Series, do all the videos and all the music songs and music videos, all the crazy shit you want. But until then, don't do anything. Sit there, turn your phones off, watch the game, and that's it. If you can't do that, I'm asking you, if anybody knows anybody that is contemplating doing any type of music video or videos or any cringy stupid shit on KUSI or Fox 5 or whatever fucking local station in town, if you truly are a Padres fan, make sure that person doesn't have an opportunity to do that. So take away their phone, like take away any type of communication device, camera, whatever. Like take them to somewhere far, far away, so they don't have an opportunity to make some cringe video. You have 1 month, everybody, to do nothing. I beg of you, 1 month, nothing, and then if they win it, do everything.
Do whatever you want.
You do whatever you want.
So basically, the point is, don't do anything.
Don't do anything.
Just don't do anything until the season is over.
Correct.
Every so often, thank you, man. He says, half expected random college football talk too. Sorry about Friday night. We spent about 50 minutes at Washington State, San Jose State. It was a hell of a game. But Memphis, Tulane, we're waiting. Let's go here. Come on. Clock's
What
ticking.
happens first? What happens first? Memphis Tulane, or I get a good computer?
It better be your. I hope it's your computer, truthfully, because Memphis Tulane. I don't know if it's happening tomorrow. I don't know if it's happening.
Well, my question is, if I can't get a new computer tomorrow, how am I going to be able to do the show?
Just call off. Hey, Mary, I don't have a computer. I'm going to need a day. You just buy a computer. You don't have to get an Apple, dude. Go get a Chromebook for $20. Sure, it has no plugs.
That's a problem.
Go get a Mac. Be a man. Aaron, tell Aaron you need some money.
Okay.
Matt, appreciate you, man. He says, by the way, the TBS broadcast is blacked out in San Diego and LA, so Padres fans get to listen to and watch Down in Mud. Okay, that's I'm fine with that. In fact, that's what I prefer. I never watch the TBS TNT, even if I can, because I prefer local broadcasts. I think local broadcasts are so much better.
Oh yeah, local broadcasts. You prefer that?
So much better. Even in the postseason. I wish we got them in the postseason. We just don't.
Yeah,
Some of these postseason crews are awful.
Awful. And
Dude,
I'm not
the
looking
8
forward
wildcard
to
series.
John Smoltz.
True, but the 8 wildcard series are on ESPN. They have 8 crews. If you end up with like the 6th crew, it's not good.
By the way, I got 4% left on my computer.
Perfect. You got time. JD Gotcha, thank you, man. He says the stick goes boom was epic for the Rangers. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. While we have your 4%, I do want to remind our viewers about our friends over at Underdog Fantasy. Great time to sign up. They've got some pick'ems going on right now. They have discounted picks that you can go with right now in the NFL, where like if Patrick Mahomes throws for a half yard, which he already did tonight in Atlanta. Jim was crying about that for some reason. Dude, you're crying about everything. But anyway, they've got all kinds of discounted picks for you right now with the NFL season underway. All you got to do is use promo code PADSWRAP, PADSWRAP. Again, PADSWRAP. Get a 50% deposit match up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus free gimme picks like this past weekend, Patrick Mahomes over a half yard passing in that game. So use the promo code, play pick'ems. You can play cross sports. You can play Padres pick'ems with NFL pick'ems. You can play NFL pick'ems with college football, and so on and so forth. It's the best and easiest place to play. I mean, trust us. You can win 325 times your money in a single night. We've had some $400, $500, $600 wins this season, and you can as well. So use promo code PODSWRAP. Get the 50% deposit match. Click that link in the description down below.
Download it, please, for me, and use our promo code PODSWRAP.
When's this final game? When's this final game in Oakland? Thank you every so often. Is this weekend or is it this during the week? Or has it already happened?
I thought it was today versus the Yankees. Am I wrong on that?
I don't know the answer.
By the way, the D-backs have this random game versus the Giants tomorrow, a makeup game.
I don't know. Do they? D-backs are 3 games back now.
Yeah, because they had an epic collapse today. But it says tomorrow. Oh no! Sorry, they play a. It's like they play a 3 or 4 game series. Play a 3 game series with the Giants. My bad. I thought they had started like a series of 1 game. I don't know. I don't know if the A's.
By the way, someone sent me a DM on Twitter. Best price I found on a really good MacBook. I'll copy and paste the link.
You guys can send me a DM and not John.
Yeah, send it to Jim. I don't want a new computer.
Like my DMs are open. You can slide in if you want. A lot of people think that you're me though. Like oh, I'll send it to John.
No.
Jim.
It's true. What's my name? Oh, well, now it says.
What's my motherfucking name?
Dude, tomorrow is going to be lit on John and Jim. Join us at 3 p.m. We'll be talking Padres baseball, getting ready for one of the biggest series in the regular season for the Padres in a long time. And we've got 2 days to discuss it because they're not playing until Tuesday night at 7:10. So 2 full days to discuss Padres and Dodgers and everything that's on the line, talking about clinching scenarios, division scenarios, and much, much more. Thank you, John. Final game in Oakland will be this Thursday. I'll be there. Hashtag sell the team. This Thursday. How many is that going to be sold out?
I mean, maybe. I mean, they got Ricky. I mean, there's a lot of Oakland A's greats that are going to be there.
Yeah, you got to sell that game out.
I don't know if they're going to sell it out, John.
Yeah, I know. They're not drawing many fans. It's a good point. Anyway, join us on what?
I don't know. We got to end this. Mike Peter's going to blow up here.
Join us on John and Jim tomorrow at 3. Please subscribe to this channel. We'd love to get to 7,100 subscribers before that Dodger series. We need you to accomplish that. Please subscribe. Smash the like button for us. Follow us on X at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Thank you for the super thanks if you're here on replay. Thank you to our partners, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. He's been with us since day one. If you need insurance, click the link in the description down below. Mova Globes, 10% off with promo code PWS10. Underdog Fantasy, get a 50% deposit match by using promo code PADSWRAP. That's PADSWRAP. For Jim's broken computer, I'm John. Padres sweep the White Sox. We didn't even talk about today's game. They won. Tatis homered. It was a cool home run. Profar homered.
Profar homered.
Darvish was really good.
Hey, by the way, the final thing before we leave.
How's your computer today?
Suarez?
It's the White Sox. He couldn't even work a perfect inning today.
Okay, fine.
Bye-bye.
Bye.